It was written for a man initially, and then thankfully we were smart enough to realize at some point that it would be more interesting if it was played by a woman. And she did a job. Her performance was beyond what I think we all could have imagined, and because she's strong but feminine and smart, insightful, and really, you buy the backstory of her and Mike in such a huge way with like very little dialogue, sort of explaining to you what happened between them, and I think that I think she's a great sort of jolt of energy to the film. Look, I loved filming those dance sequences. They were really, really fun. And what's incredible for us in the movie and for me is I don't have to, we're not forced to do tons of cutting because the guys are such incredible dancers that part of, for me, it almost required restraint to not move the camera because you don't want to cut because you don't need to. Their abilities as dancers or performers are so strong, whether it's Donald singing or Twitch dancing or Strahan doing his thing. It was really fun to film because if anything, it was more about trying to just cover the space and not get in the way of the performances with the movement of the camera. Watching those guys perform, even for me and Soderbergh and the crew, was just a blast. Because we're so rooting for these guys. You love the guys as guys, and we've all fallen in love with their characters. So it was really fun to film these sequences and to hear the crowd react and be overjoyed watching it. Chan's performance is unbelievable, but he's a great actor. I mean, the guy is a great actor. For me, the reason I wanted to direct it was, well, there were a couple reasons. One is I wanted to know what happened to these guys. I really did. And I loved the guys and I loved the characters, and I felt like because the first one was successful enough, the fact that we were able to keep, that we could make another one and sort of follow their journey was something I was really intrigued by. And I enjoyed all the guys as people, and I felt like it would really be fun to sort of get the band back together and be part of it. It's really easy to collaborate with people you like, and we're all friends, so, and we all respect each other's opinions. So when you start from that, the collaboration part is kind of seamless. It really is. And those guys are full of ideas. It's my job to filter and take, and keep the ones I like. And fortunately, they trusted me with that. But, look, specifically, Soderbergh and I've had like a 20-some-odd year relationship, partnership in a way. And so it's kind of second nature.